In this part of the conversation about the Carnation Youth, we talk about the meaning of the early part of the story when the quiet girl accidentally drops the flower her father brought back from the field into the candle.
When you make an offering to the divine, um, it maybe you don't know what you're doing. You're not prepared, and you don't. I thought her not being able to talk shows that she doesn't have the right mindset. She doesn't
Mm.
know the meaning of this. So and then he has to flee and uh and then that initiates that whole journey.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that because the like if we map on the son or the prince or whatever as sort of a stand-in for the divine or sort of like I don't know, maybe like a Jesus figure or something, some sort of a like human, but also sort of standing in for something, then it's great because he is, I think he says at the end, he was enchanted and turned into the carnation. So he is like the carnation is him. It is an image for him and the union and her, her and the marriage of them, sort of his presence in her life is prefigured in the flower.
Mm,
And when she burns it, that initiates the contact between the two of them.
mm,
He's revealed and she can't speak for whatever reason. It doesn't really say especially in that part of the story. I was looking for it. It
mm.
doesn't even mention that she can't speak. It just says that he's frustrated that she says nothing.
Yeah.
But there's this sense I get of being tongue-tied, of being frozen, in a fight, flight, or freeze kind of a, like you kind of freeze up, deer in the
Mm,
headlights kind of a thing. I imagine if you're looking at a flower just logically and it burns up and all of a sudden there's this like handsome man there, and the woman is struck dumb by like, oh my God, what's this guy? What's going on? So on the one level, it's kind of understandable, but he requires her to speak. So he requires, in this case, her something from her truth to come out. He requires her to like come out to meet him. And I think the divine requires that of us too. We need to come out to meet, whatever it is, whatever model of the divine you're working with.
mm,
But I thought it was really interesting that she freezes up and he therefore has to go into a stone because she's a stone by freezing. She's
mm,
not just like a stone. Like he's talking to her and she's just like
mm,
she's not saying anything, right? So she's got this like stony presence, this inactive presence. And so therefore her connection to the divine or whatever it is that he symbolizes, her masculine nature or however you want to look at it, the thing that we're trying to unify with throughout the entire fairy tale also goes into the rocks. And so she has to go through these trials and tribulations, like you're saying, to break her own stoniness down until
mm,
she's able to freely express. And when she can freely express, then the divine can freely express, and that spell is broken and the union's allowed to happen.
mm,
But the thing I think is super interesting is that, yes, she's not ready, but the divine never abandons her. Like
mm,
even though it ends with the sort of like, thank God the husband didn't have to deal with the annoying crying wife bit, but the actions of the characters is like she sees him and he leaves. He has to go because she doesn't speak. He ends up in the stones. She's wandering, but she's drawn to him somehow. She ends up crying under the stones. Um, and then from then on, like every time she goes to cry, he's there. So he's like, if he is standing in for the divine, if we are looking at it that way, or some higher connection to something, he's always there for her when she's about to maybe speak. He's never like, oh, I'm done. I'm not showing up. And I think that points to something about our relationship with something higher as well, is that like we may initiate something, we may not be ready, but if we keep trying, if we keep taking the steps that are put in front of us taking up the tasks, even if they seem impossible, over time, like the divine is there waiting for us to develop to that point where we do something true does come out of us and then it can meet us. It sort of is the same thing. Like as the truth comes out of us, that is the divine manifesting.
Hmm.
So it's like she's both the stony woman who's frozen and she's the divine that's stuck in the rock. So when she's able to speak her truth, then the two of, that's the divine coming out of the stone that is her soul as well.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Please like and subscribe for more of our open-minded content, and comment below on your thoughts or questions about the story. Let us know if you'd like us to cover another stimulating story, and thank you for participating.